English 121, MLA Style, from the Allen and Bacon Guide, pages 561 to 576. The format for parenthetical citations in MLA Style is very specific. When using a parenthetical citation, place the author's last name and the page numbers in parentheses immediately following the information being cited. Remember that parenthetical citations always precede the terminal period except when you're using a block quote. If you are citing a quotation, the parenthetical citation follows the closing quotation marks but precedes the terminal period at the end of the sentence. If an attributive tag already identifies the author in text, only give the page number or page reference in parentheses at the end of the sentence. And once it is clear that the same author's material is being used repeatedly throughout the paragraph, you need only cite the page numbers in parentheses in subsequent sentences. Finally, if more than one work by the same author is used in your essay, include in the in-text citation an abbreviated version of the title following the author's name. Then, present the author's name in the first citation in your works cited, alphabetized, and then 3 hyphens followed by a period for any subsequent texts by that same author. There's also a specific format for the works cited page at the end. You always want to, of course, center the words works cited at the top of your page. They do not need to be in boldface or underlined. Then, list all of the sources that you mention in your paper. Do not mention sources that you read but did not actually use or reference in text. The sources should be arranged alphabetically by the author. If there is no author, or if you're using multiple works by the same author, alphabetize by the title. Each citation should be flush left on the first line with a hanging indent for all remaining lines. Remember that there are often common problems associated with MLA style. One of these is indirect quotes. You may choose to use a quotation that you have seen cited in one of your sources. Whenever possible, you want to find that quotation in its original source and cite that source. But you can cite the source indirectly by using the term QTD period in, and then list only the indirect source in your work cited. QTD in stands for quoted in. So in this case, Philip Johnson was quoted in the indirect source, Miller. When downloading material from the web in text or HTML files, do not use page numbers from a printout because they will often not be consistent from printer to printer. Oftentimes there are no reliable page numbers in an HTML document, whereas PDFs will represent the original page numbers. These types of formats also look differently, with the PDF retaining the formatting and genre conventions of the original text, unlike HTML. If the material has numbered paragraphs, however, you can cite them with the abbreviation para or paras. You will always see these numbers on the left side of the paragraphs. You do not need to number the paragraphs themselves, and only do this if the paragraphs are numbered on the document. In the absence of reliable page numbers for the original material, MLA says that you should omit references to the page number within the parenthetical citation. Remember these rules as you execute appropriate MLA style in your essays.